coronavirus dominating the news feeds right now, it is easy to forget other major issues affecting the world like plastic waste. Australians are creating a whopping 660,000 tonnes of plastic waste every year. The Biogone range of products is trying to save Australian landfills from drowning in plastic waste. And here to tell us more is Field Solutions Director John Mancarella. Hello, John.
Hi, how you going?
Thanks for joining us on the program. Now, John, tell us about Biogone and what inspired you to start this brand.
Yeah, so with the Biogone brand, we really we started making products that we could use in-house. So we originally had a range for the Field Solutions products of landfill-biodegradable products for groundwater and soil, mainly for the groundwater and soil industry, back in 2012 and 2014, and we found that we were shipping out these products which were landfill biodegradable, but we didn't want to be shipping them on or wrapped in non-biodegradable packaging, for example, or stretch film. It was kind of hypocritical. So we decided to develop our own range of stretch film and packing tape and a whole range of products which were landfill biodegradable. And initially it was for us to use in-house. And then we thought there must be a market, there must be other companies similar to us who are interested in reducing, the plastic footprint of their business. And even if we started with our existing suppliers and customer base, and it kind of grew from there.
Well, you started the Biogone range with the doggy waste bags. What kind of other products are in your range now?
Yeah, so the dog bag range is definitely the biggest product that we have in the Biogone range. We also have garbage bags and Ziploc bags. The cling wrap is very popular for food, and that's probably the one we can't keep up with at the moment. Gloves as well, nitrile gloves for handling products and items. And as you can imagine, with the current situation, everyone wants gloves. So that's one product that's very difficult to maintain stock levels of at the moment. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, how's the technology that you use in your Biogone products different to other biodegradable plastics?
Yeah, look, there's definitely a bit of confusion about the whole biodegradable terminology, and so I guess what it really means is that it's a biological process, and it normally means microorganisms or bacteria are consuming the plastic. They can actually eat the plastic, and so there are other technologies around that say degradable, for instance, or oxo-degradable, and that's actually just a chemical reaction. So it's making the plastic into smaller and smaller pieces, and you actually end up with thousands of little pieces rather than one piece of plastic. The other technology that most people will see around is called compostable, and that is definitely a biological process. However, it requires strict conditions, so it needs to have high moisture levels, high oxygen levels, and high temperature levels, and they can only be achieved and controlled at a commercial compost facility. So, and then the question is, how does the plastic, whether it's a bag or the plastic item, how does it get to that commercial compost facility? We don't really have the infrastructure. Most of the time it's going to end up in a landfill, and those conditions aren't right in the landfill for those kind of technologies, whereas we've tried to make it so that our biodegradable products, our products will biodegrade in the place that's going to be long term, which is generally going to be a landfill. So anaerobic conditions, meaning no oxygen, and normally cold as well. It is a slow process, but we kind of think at least it will biodegrade within our lifetime, and we're not leaving it for future generations to deal with. So generally 5 or 10 years.
Absolutely. Look, and today many companies and large corporations are now reducing their plastic footprint in their operations as well. Straws, for example, have been a big topical one. McDonald's promising to ditch plastic straws by the end of 2020. Do you think the big companies are finally beginning to take more notice of sustainable options?
I think so, absolutely, yeah. Especially we noticed in the last year or two there's been a huge focus on this issue, especially since the ABC had the War on Waste show that really highlighted the issue. I just hope that with the current world situation that these kind of issues don't take a back seat. I mean, obviously it will take a little bit of a backseat because it's the health issues and the coronavirus issues, both health and economic, are really important. But we do need to still look after the earth and think about these issues as well. Hopefully, when we come through this, we still have that same environmental focus from the big corporations. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, take for example, you mentioning coronavirus. One thing that we've seen an increase of is obviously online shopping, and some of the product waste that goes into packing those products is huge. You've got the box, you've got the tape, you've got the plastic wrapping the product inside. So, do you think that'll have much impact as well?
Look, I hope so. I mean, we're a very small fish in a big pond, but we can provide solutions for all those kind of packaging issues. So if it was something that someone might have bought on eBay, for instance, it might come in one of those mailing satchels, which are plastic and not generally non-biodegradable, and might have bubble wrap and have some packing tape on it. All that stuff's non-biodegradable. So we have landfill biodegradable versions of all those products, which can also be recycled. So the mailing bags, for instance, is a soft plastic that can be recycled in the red cycle bins at your supermarkets, just with any other kind of soft plastic.
And what about in the home? Because I think most people want to be more environmentally friendly, but sometimes we're time poor, we just don't want to have to think about it. We want it to be really easy. What are some of the common household items that we might have at home that we could switch for a biodegradable alternative or something from your range?
Yeah, definitely. So garbage bags is an easy one for bin liners for kitchen bins, or some people like to put bags in their large wheelie bins as well, the 120 litre or 240 bins. We have those. We have cling wrap, like I mentioned, for food. Ziploc bags. Many people will put things in Ziploc bags and want to freeze them, whether it's food or I don't know. My kids like Lego, so putting Lego in Ziploc bags, things like that. The dog bags, of course, if they've got a pet. There's quite a range of things people could do at home, even just using paper and things that's naturally biodegradable rather than plastic all the time, or just